we'll manufacture the glass out of Kentucky.
But guess what? All the parts are coming back to America. It's like
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy,
Yeah.
going to America. We've had the hyenas of the manufacturing sector all the way to China. And now I think with all this ruckus in Washington, D.C., President Trump,
Yeah.
Xi Jinping.
Yeah. So, I mean, that must be a big part of Apple's balance sheet, the glass,
So
to avoid the tariffs on the glass.
well, it's not just a glass. It's all the little
Are they doing all the other
gadgets,
stuff? So
the whole piece by piece.
Yeah.
It's all coming back to America. This is Charlene on 88.5 FM, The Beat. If you live in Blue Hills, you got to be home by 7 tonight.
Really?
Yes. There's a curfew. The
I
police
heard
commissioner.
something like that.
Yeah.
Did they just issue that?
Yeah, that was this morning.
What's the notice?
So let me pull up my WhatsApp here. I have my underground sources.
Yeah.
But this one is public information. The Commissioner of Police of the Royal Turks and Caicos Island Police Force, Fitz Bailey, he wants you in bed at 7.
7? Everywhere?
Everybody. All non-essential personnel or residents.
When did
tourists.
Yeah.
Clip your wings tonight. Yeah, this was this morning. I mean,
okay.
It was issued effective 8/8. That's today, August 8, 2025, 5 a.m. They put out this notice, and that's in effect for 72 hours.
All weekend?
Well, can you count how many hours is 72? Yeah. I guess all weekend.
Yeah, it is all weekend.
No party boats.
I know.
What are we gonna do all weekend?
Okay. That's for everybody island wide?
That's like
dinner plans.
Yeah. Well, you can catch up on your Netflix.
Yeah.
Series binge watching. Oh my goodness. It's amazing to be here with you folks. You're tuned into the Smart Beat with Charlene, and the rusty voice of the male species you're listening to is none other than Matt McDonald, co-hosting with me today.
What a nice intro. Thank you for having me.
I know. Is your girlfriend like out back with a bunch of rocks? You're drinking the blue.
I like the blue tea,
yeah,
but like you gave me directions here about the pink building and the blue building. I'm colorblind, so I'm thinking which one's which.
Is it? I think it's salmon color building.
But I'm colorblind, so it just look gray.
Everything looks gray.
Well, most things those colors do for me.
My
so
eyelashes still gray. Okay, so fun and jokes aside, folks, the Commissioner Bailey issued a curfew to the public to be in-house in your bed by 7 p.m., between 7 and 5 a.m., 7 p.m. to 5 p.m. for the next 72 hours. Would that be 3 days?
Yeah.
48 hours is
2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next 3 days, you're all 7. Kibosh.
Yeah.
No going out after dark. Does that include radio people, radio personnel?
You're essential.
I'm essential.
Yeah. You're essential.
I'm essential.
Yeah.
You're essential.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
What about all the people working in the restaurants?
Well,
they're essential.
Yeah, but if nobody can go out,
then where do you have food delivery drivers?
Yeah.
Like some guy on a bicycle trying to deliver some jerk chicken gets pulled over by the cops. The cops like, what do you have to? They just like confiscate his jerk chicken. But no, fun and joke aside, folks, this is serious business. There's been some serious criminal activity and crimes. So I guess that's what that's related to. Okay, moving on. Bitcoin, that's my favorite. And basically, if it wasn't for Bitcoin, I would not be alive.
That screen looks crazy, like a rocket ship or something.
Yeah, that's yours? That's all the dollars, all the different currencies around the world being traded into Bitcoin. Like every time you spend US dollar to trade for Bitcoin, I have this heat map that shows you all the transactions, millisecond by millisecond. And one of the things that we're doing is we're watching the crypto and digital assets market. And that market is basically, um, now that the United States Congress has passed the Genius Act, which includes digital assets, tokenization, crypto coins, Bitcoin, um, the whole meta universe, the whole artificial intelligence development, all of that is covered under the Genius Act.
So what does it do? Like I haven't followed it. I have to be honest. The
Well,
Genius Act.
that's why you're in this. That's why you're listening to the show.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? If you have an idea, you can now run with it. If you have a concept, you can play with it. Like we've had an era, probably, let's say, leading up to Y2K, leading up to the tech
Right.
bubble, there was just so much technology coming out. I think people got like very overwhelmed. And then we had like 12 years when nothing happened. Because I was here in Turks and Caicos back. I'm visiting here for, I think, the third time. Yeah. And when I first came, this was all this great technology was being pumped out of Silicon Valley, in San Francisco, all the Western, all the tech was come from the West, in Salt Lake City, where my other radio show gave birth, in Hawaii. There was so much tech 12, 15 years ago, and then nothing.
Yeah.
And so now, I think the Republicans are calling it the golden age. Trump is, everything is Trump Hotel is garnished with gold, right?
Mhm.
So now he's coining that term, the golden era.
So it's like protecting or intellectual property.
Right. So, but what it's done also is open up to open source creativity. So if like a lot of genius has been held behind the wall,
Mhm.
where you couldn't copy and paste. Now, genius, technology and coding and PHP language, all the computer language code is like, for a long time, Linux. I don't know if you heard the word
Yeah.
Linux. That was like open. Anybody could use that technology to develop. But there's some other technology like artificial intelligence technology that was being walled off. Like Google was developing it, quantum energy. They've been developing their Gemini and their BART and all their AI systems. But all of that was behind the access of the public in terms of the code, the framework. And now we have, let's just open it up so everybody can essentially create on top of these platforms.
So you could use the platform and then add to it.
Right. So like the blockchain technology, which Bitcoin trading at 116,578 right now, Bitcoin came out in 2009. Well, it was released in 2008, October 31st. But the first Bitcoin was mined in on January 3, 2009, which reminds me to remind all our listeners, 88.5 FM, that January 3 of 2026, we're going to celebrate 17 years Bitcoin birthday. January. Yeah, so we're going to have a Caicos coin. So today, I'm all over the place. Let me back it up.
Yeah.
Okay, we have in the studio Matt McDonald with Andaz Resort.
Well, thanks again for having me. Hello.
Yeah. You start asking, wait, you're interviewing me or I'm interviewing
Yeah,
you?
I don't know. It works that way all the time.
Yeah, you're like, you start asking me questions and I just get going into my stuff. No, I'm here to hear about your stuff.
Well, also, you got to finish about the Bitcoin birthday.
Yeah, okay.
Caicos coin.
So, January 1st, New Year's Day. Okay, you guys have your party. 2 days later, January 3, we're going to celebrate Bitcoin birthday, which was the first block. It's called the Genesis block. Like, Genesis,
like
the Bible, like the Bible.
Yeah. Like
Genesis, the first, let there be light, let there be Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So Bitcoin, the first Bitcoin was released or mined January 3. That was in 2009. So we have 17 years running. And that technology upon which a blockchain is the blockchain upon which the Bitcoin runs. The network is run on a technology called blockchain. But a lot of that was like only techie people were involved.
Yeah.
Now you can go and create your own crypto coin. Look, check this out, man. There are over 19 million crypto coins already created, and you can create your own. So we're going to create a coin for Andaz Resort. People can get points and rewards. We're doing one for the station.
But I still don't know how it works. Maybe because I'm old.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even
create the coin, you get points and awards. Like, who's
Okay,
giving awards? Are they participation awards?
Yeah, loyalty. You know how when you swipe that American Express, the black one you have, the unlimited one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that you're gonna take me shopping with. When you swipe that card, you get points for every dollar, right? It's so you can convert those points into crypto coins. So every major, think about Starbucks has points, American Express, Visa has points, all these loyalty programs that companies built in over the last 2-3 decades. They're going to tokenize those.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can use those in the digital metaverse and you can coin those, and those companies are coming into, now that we have the whole cryptocurrency marketplace is wide open, you can now tokenize everything. When guests check in for their loyalty, you can award them some coins.
Yeah.
So then they can trade them, and the value of it.
Yeah, we're supporting a group, Utopia, locally, who are tokenizing one of the studio condo units and bringing that to market. So
yes.
I think they got approved by the FSC.
Yes.
To be one of the first to tokenize.
Here the business model here in Turks and Caicos Islands.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I believe so. I think it's I'm probably speaking out of turn. We were just supporting.
They didn't want the news out.
No, I think he does, but more officially, I think there was a conditional approval. It's
coming.
It's coming, but I
but
like what they're doing. It's towards the local economy and for I think it's just offering to local people as they're tokenizing the ownership of one of the condo units.
And so it's nothing new. It's just a different application of the technology that it's running upon. Like before, you remember you could go to like Jamba Juice and punch your card, like or Subway. Every time you buy a sandwich, they punch a hole in the card. Well, we've come way far from that. Now we're tokenizing that same business model to reward customer loyalty, and we're doing that right here on 88.5 FM.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah,
double ocho, like I said.
Yeah, if you want to earn radio points or radio coins, radio tokens
on your Bitcoin. Is that
Bitcoin is its own different coin. This is our coin.
Oh, the Turks and Caicos coin.
So we're trying to get our coin going. We're going to start with the Beat 88.5. The Beat, which you're listening to. I am Charlene, and we have Matt McDonald in the studio. We're going to talk about, you want to do a Caicos cook-off, like a barbecue throwdown or something like that?
We talked before for Andaz. We're located in the lower bight next to the bight reef, and we've been very active in supporting the refund, and we are wanting to do a fundraiser for the refund that hasn't actually had one. And I think with what Alize is doing with the reef protection, reef awareness, the reef is what protects the island.
That's why people come here.
That's right. And it protects the island, protects the beaches, and the coral and the reef itself is a living, breathing energy and living, breathing source. And especially being the neighbor to the lower bight reef, we just want to give back. And so we've been talking with Robo that a fundraiser or so would be a good concept.
If there's food involved,
do a barbecue cook-off. Some of my friends, they all say they do the best barbecue, jerk chicken. So those are my favorites to go to.
Let me tell you a secret.
At events, I think those would be fun. And then we're looking at trying to do it, I'd say, towards the end of the summer potentially.
Summer is over.
Or the fall. Well, I guess it'd be late fall then. Just something just to kick off that we'd like to continue on with it. But
annual thing or a seasonal thing.
Yeah.
End of the season. Of the season cook-off. A Caicos cook-off.
Yeah. That's actually a good name for it, Caicos Cook-Off. I'm sure there is one already.
I'm the queen of branding.
I'm sure there's already a name for it. I called it Caicos Cook-Off.
Well, we have Caicos Cook-Off Plus. Very, very Caicos Cook-Off. thank you, Matt, for coming to the studio.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Next
Yeah.
time I know where you're at.
Well, you know where we're at. It was just that I don't know where I'm at. I'm the visitor.
It's great having you. It's a crypto too.
Yeah.
And the Bitcoin.
And the Bitcoin. So everybody, thank you for tuning in to 88.5 FM with Charlene. Here's a number for you to call. Do you want to bank some BEAT tokens? We're talking about digital tokens, crypto tokens. Today, August 8th, 2025, the BEAT token is officially launched. And Matt, you're here to witness that.
Yeah. Let the sales begin.
So actually, you have to earn these. These are.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm at the kitchen table with my mom.
Yes, earn it. I got that wet kitchen towel over your back. Okay, so how do you get the BEAT token? First, you can call the rate. Actually, just text. Let me make sure the sound's turned off on this thing. Text my phone, the station phone, 649-441-8805. This is Charlene, 88.5, the BEAT.
Get your tokens.
Okay, what's the number, Matt, for them to call?
649-441-8805.
See how I did that?
Yeah.
Now you work for me. Okay, now how do you...
earning those points.
You're earning those points big time. So you can register on the website. There's a giant register here button. And then you can, every day, we're going to airdrop. This is how crypto works. You launch a token, which we just officially did. Then now you got to distribute that token. So we're going to airdrop 88.5 tokens at 8:05 a.m. and 8:05 p.m. every day.
Well, that's
so we're gonna mint 88.5 million BEAT tokens.
All right.
That's 88.5 state radio station. We're issuing 88.5 million tokens, and we're using a technology called blockchain. And the platform that we're using, there are many platforms so you can launch your own coins. Back in the day, about 5-6 years ago, I used to launch crypto coins on a platform called Mango or MetaMask. So a lot of people have MetaMask wallets and blah, 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 blah. Now, you said you don't know anything about it. Guess what? You don't need to know anything. We're in the era of zero knowledge.
So we just have to call 441-8805. See that plug I just gave you?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm working hard.
So when are we
earning it?
We're going to start tokenizing the Andaz condo units.
I think so.
So basically, we got to take a quick break, and I'll take a sip of water. That blue tea is amazing.
All right.
Isn't
It is good.
This is Charlene, 88.5 FM, the BEAT. I am so excited to bring this great information to you and to sit here with you and have great discussions. Let's roll the music. We'll come back in just a second. 88.5, the BEAT. He doesn't understand. I can't listen to the radio and talk at the same time.
Yeah, I tell you, stop moving the cable.
Stop moving which cable? I am talking. Okay. I cannot listen.
It's playing.
I cannot talk and listen at the same time.
Okay, so
how
you gonna know
just you gotta lower it down.
Oh.
I gotta go pretty soon. How long are we on for? I was meeting with some.
You have an appointment?
Yeah, at 5.
Okay, I'm gonna get into your stuff.
That was fine. That's what we did.
All right, Matt, we've been talking about the curfew. So
Yeah.
that's from 7 p.m. All right. Welcome back, everyone. 88.5 FM, The Beat. In studio, your host, Charlene, with the smart beat.
The smart beat.
You
I
know,
love that.
I'm the smartest one in my family. I have two PhD brothers, but don't tell them I'm smarter than them, right? But the thing I like about what you're doing is you're not just building dwellings and condominiums and developing the island. You're also trying to protect the
Yeah.
reef barrier and very involved in that. So what is it that you would like to accomplish with the or what goals do you have?
I think for just as a developer, what we've been building, I mean, we're we're mindful to do the best we can and to build sustainably and build within the environment within the community, and it's not always easy, and because development is development by nature, and but what we're and I was been mindful with is just preserving the reef and doing what we can to not cut as many corners or take the cheaper way out if there's something that's more environmentally friendly. And with our involvement in the reef fund and to talk about it is just to create an awareness because I feel that the group and Alize Zimmerman who started it, it brings a lot
That's
to
Alizade.
Zimmerman is uh, uh, she's a founder of one that started the refund and the president one is active daily and it the reefs are natural and if we're not doing something now it won't be here for the rest of our future
What kind, when
generations.
you say do something, what kind of things have you been
I
actively
think I
doing
we
or what
it's
needs to be
just
done?
the research, the regrowth of coral, and preserving the boundaries, of protecting the reef. Like we sponsored, and then also we're actually active in replacing the buoys and markers around the lower
Oh
Bight
yeah,
Reef because they get torn
there's a
and
lot of
they get
boats
old.
out there.
Right, right. So a lot of the refund does a lot of that work, and we sponsored that with the Poseidon yacht group that was very active in supporting it. So
Yeah, and I
it,
think I was talking to Captain Robo
yeah,
at the Caicos Lifestyle. He says he's been going out when he sees
yeah.
like
He
a
and Mike are
buoy.
going out. Yeah, and
And
that's done by a lot of the local
yeah,
charter
yeah,
captains and
yeah.
so forth that are doing that locally, and the refund has taken that on. Where a lot of that work is done privately, and we I think what the fund needs is additional infrastructure and support to
Mhm.
manage volunteers. Have a paid staff.
What is your budget like? Do you are you part? You're part of the board.
No, no, I'm not.
You're just.
I don't want to be a board. I'm just something that I believe in.
So you're gonna invite
Yeah.
Alice to come on the show.
Yeah, she's busy, but I think she'd be great to share more about it. It's just
Yeah.
something I'm passionate about.
Because you talk about fundraiser, how much money are you trying to raise? Like for me, let's get down to the like nickel and dime.
I think anything to start. Like we for Andaz, we've been really committed to. We created what's called the Reef Keepers group and Reef Keepers Fund, where we've committed 25,000, I think, a minimum a year, and we've also are donating a percentage of condo proceeds. So we've got 6 condos that actually all sold in the front part of the building, and they're the closest to the reef. You can see the marine life from the balconies.
Wow, wow.
So we've given a portion of those proceeds. I think we've given another 50,000 or so, and then when we open, and Waimea is doing this now, which I think is great. You
So
know,
you're talking about all the hotels and all the resorts.
I'd like to get all the resorts on Grace Bay
Yeah.
Beach a part of the Reef Keepers Fund, and it's just an awareness group. If you're able to donate at certain levels, then that's great. But you're also just having, for example, reef safe sunscreen and reef safe oils that's not damaging to the environment. And by Mara goes a step further that I think is a great program where they offer guests the ability to donate. I think it's maybe $1 a night of their stay to go towards the refund, and those little things. And the tourists that come here and believe, and that's what has people coming back, beautiful by nature. And it's the beaches, but it's the reef that surrounds us, that is that protective, barrier, and really kind of, protective, like motherly blanket, if you will, around the island.
And you know what happens too? When you have so many people coming and so much activity,
right,
it's easy to forget that can disappear in a matter of moments if we don't do something to protect and sustain it.
And with the environment, just as you've seen with a lot of the sun damage into the coral, it's certainly I know that Alizé is fighting to with the coral disease to rejuvenate the coral, regrow.
Well, what kinds of things would be helpful in rejuvenating? We talk about problems all the time.
She has containers that are coming in where she's actually growing containers that she's regrowing and then repopulating back. So
and then deploying them back in the ocean.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did a great initiative off of the Split Rock, kind of on the southwest side of the island, and added these coral or these ponds that's growing the coral. And you can snorkel around them. They're kind of cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, we'll have to bring her in next time.
We'll have
give
to
you
bring
more
some
of
videos. We'll drop some videos on the web. 88.5 The Beat. This is Charlene live in studio with Matt McDonald. You are the managing director of Andaz Resorts here.
Yes.
And you're active in the Reef Fund.
Active in the Reef Fund. Reef's our neighbor, so as we get closer to opening next year, something we bring to life, really.
Speaking of opening, what's your target date? Or are you not able to disclose?
We're probably looking at second quarter-ish of 2026, which is around the corner. It's hard to believe, but it'll be here before you know it. Like we're inside a year.
Spring, sometime in spring. Spring.
Late spring kind of is. Once we finish the building, Hyatt has still time where they start to train and bring on staff and go.
So when do I get to sample one of those nice suites you have up there?
Hopefully soon. But yeah.
I saw your thing on Facebook where you were showing some units that were completed.
Oh yeah, our social media person has me doing the Facebook things, and I always think I look like a dork.
You're pretty goofy. That's great. It's quite entertaining.
I think I entertain myself half the time.
So you've been on the island, and I've been in Turks and I'm just visiting, but you're like a staple here.
Well, I've worked here since about 2003, 2004 as an investor, and then worked more actively on West Caicos for a long time.
I think I met you back
at West Caicos,
in West Caicos when you were doing that project, that went belly up or something.
Yeah, we still have a small percentage into it. We have Russian partners that have been sanctioned, so it's been
there's money tied up in there.
Yeah, it's something I've never experienced before, that's for sure. So
painful.
Yeah, well, the Lehman crisis was painful, but we push through and persevere and move on. And
what other projects are you looking at?
I've got this one, Andaz. I have working on Cove Estates. It's in the middle of the island, across from off Tops of Cove Road. And we've had 6 homes.
I've seen your. So how close are you to opening?
The first 6 will be done in 60 days.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's close, and I think it's a nice offering. And then
what are those like? Just like
3-bed homes.
3-bed homes.
Yeah, just kind of for like I said,
family setting.
Yeah, exactly. exactly. And then
permanent families.
we were looking at some things over on North Caicos as well. That's one of my favorite islands, besides West, but North for sure.
North Caicos.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, we'll have to go and do some tours. But the villas, are they villas or homes near Thompson Cove, or what are those called?
I call them homes more.
Homes, yeah.
Yeah, because they're not like the villas
Home
you'd see on the
estates,
it's not like the villas you'd see on the beach, but they're 3-bed homes,
Private homes.
but not real big. And
You wanted to put in some sustainable features.
yeah, we
And
have
that
we build as sustainably as we can, and within the how we manage just our building techniques, and then how we manage the waste and so forth. So it's hard as it is, and we've been looking at we offer to the homeowners the ability that you and I have been working on to go off grid and do as much solar as they can.
Yeah, so I think based on the research that I've been doing from a distance, once you are able to build and meet the building codes and set up everything appropriately under the Turks and Caicos Islands building code, I think you can go back and retrofit solar or
for those
wind
home size, I think so. Yeah,
for those who want to do
those
that.
homes have flat roofs, so they're perfect for solar.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect
And the only thing is that people think off grid, like that's something, that's a concept of 20 years ago. Where we're at now, just to catch everybody up to speed, listening to 88.5 FM, and Matt McDonald building some beautiful homes over here in Thompson Cove, wanting to do some green energy and clean energy. Is the idea of generating energy, that's a thing of the past. We're in the era now where basically there's enough ability for the big guys to generate. What we need to do is capture. What we need to do is harness energy. And the technology is now where they have the power banks, like Tesla and some other companies have developed the power storing the energy. Because even if you have solar in your house, say there's a hurricane or there's a power outage, you might not be able to tap into that direct energy from the sun. So what's the point of spending $50,000 putting on solar that you can't use in the moment you actually need it?
To hold it in the batteries. Yeah.
It's like you need to actually have, just like you have batteries, to charge your phone and stuff like that, and merge for your flash. What we really is the ability to power our homes and our lifestyle in the event of outages or the event of a disaster. So the power bank, the storing of energy, has always been the canary in the oil, right? So now we have solved. We have a major solution. Now we can store energy in very tight, compressed. I think now, like Samsung is developing a silver battery. We have lithium-ion batteries. Tesla's building power walls. Now you can buy power storage facilities that come in a whole container. So that whole
that's a whole another step.
That's a whole nother step. Like all these resorts should have one of those Tesla mega packs sitting out there in the back.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I wish we had the space to do that. But at the Cove, there is space on the roofs, and we've talked about that. And I think it's a great way to go. Yeah. I mean, I got my utility bill just the other day. Now it's been so hot, like it was crazy. It was crazy expensive. Yeah, like 3 times more than it was the month before.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. But it is hot. Yeah. And one of the things we're gonna hopefully get a chance to talk again about all the energy, all the projects that you're working on, and your ideas.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely, and then our support of the refund as well.
Yeah, and bringing your girlfriend on,
and then getting our Bitcoin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And call it 441-8805.
Yeah.
On the smart beat.
On the smart beat. If you want to
with Charlene on the smart beat.
Yeah. You know what? You're my best friend. You're just helping me out so much on the show today. Now, the listeners know that the only thing that makes radio work is sponsorship.
Yep.
So if you have a friend who's like, I know your properties are in the millions or close Do you have anything under a mil?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you have a friend, I'm talking to you guys now, listening to the radio, who is in the Millie Club,
Yeah.
Millionaire Club, have him call Matt
Yeah.
and try to get in on these beautiful villas or these nice family homes that are being developed here. Do you still have inventory?
The Andaz were about, we have 30% left at the Cove. We have 50% left remaining. The Cove. One thing I like there, that as we talk sustainability, is that I have a big natural park in the middle, and a walking path that goes around it. It's a 12-acre property. Because I always, when I go to a friend's house, I see, they're younger kids. There's not many places around where kids have a safe place to ride your bikes or just play soccer or play, just on open grass. So
yeah,
so
but
that's a big part
you're
of it.
used to that in the U.S.
Yeah, I'm
mainland.
from the Midwest. Yeah. So there
Everywhere,
was grass.
there's a park
There's
everywhere.
grass everywhere.
Running trails, hiking trails.
Yeah, so that was a good feature. But we do have inventory of both.
It's family friendly.
Yeah, family friendly, exactly.
Yeah.
Then gated.
And gated community, safe,
Right.
a little bit safe. I'm so glad you came in.
I am glad you had me.
Yeah.
We were talking about it.
Yeah, Matt McDonald.
Talking about our Caicos lifestyle charters.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? My funnest time, because I only visit so I can go out on these.
I know, it's pretty fun, and I saw you guys out on the water the other day.
Fun.
That was funny.
So we had some guests on Caicos lifestyle. And you guys had another boat over.
No, we're just on my little boat, yeah. And then I saw you guys.
And the party was at the Caicos lifestyle boat. So everybody's gravitated to that boat. Yeah. Thank you, Captain Robo, for making that such a fun experience. Yeah, it was fun. If you guys want to get hooked up with private charters on a yacht, private yacht with a salon, nice and shaded. I think the air conditioner is working now. The number to call 649-441-8805, and I'll send you on over to him. Again, 649-441-8805. If you're interested in getting in on the Andaz Resort project or any of the other new developments, call me. I have Matt's number that I can pipe you over.
That'd be great.
649-441-8805.
And you get to Bitcoin.
I don't know if I can promise Bitcoin, but I can promise you the Beatcoin. Now we have BEAT. It sounds like Bitcoin, right? The Beatcoin.
Because we're on the smart beat.
And guess what?
Be smart. Get the Bitcoin.
Get the Beatcoin.
On the smart beat.
Yeah, we're on the smart beat. And it just launched today. So we're going to be dropping 88.5 tokens tonight at 8:00. Once the show is over. So everybody who's listening, please text the number. Go on 885thebeat.com, 885thebeat.com, and register so you can be one of the first to receive Beat tokens. We're going to airdrop twice a day, and you're only going to get it if you're registered and if you signed up. But we got 8:05 a.m. and 8:05 p.m.
Got it.
Twice a day. So, Matt, if you want to gamify all the projects you're doing, you got to offer tokens and rewards and loyalties. That's how it's always been.
That's where the millenniums are going, right?
And that's where everybody wants free stuff, right?
Yeah.
So if you want airdropped Beat tokens from 88.5 The Beat, you got to either text 649-441-8805. Before I let you out of here, I got you chained down. I got an anchor around your neck for the next few minutes. What is the next big thing? What's the next big thing that's happening here in Turks and Caicos? You got in trouble the other day, or you're always in trouble.
I'm always in trouble.
What's this trouble? What's that trouble you got into? How are you getting yourself out of it?
I don't know. I always seem to be in trouble in one way or another. But so my mom would always say, "Trouble finds trouble."
Yeah.
So
hustle finds hustle.
Yeah, it does. And you continue to work hard, and I don't understand the social media aspects as you know, like and I always say I'm too social for social media. So,
Right.
you know,
I'm anti-social.
how I'm just
social
too
media.
social. Yeah, it takes too much work.
Yeah.
I'd rather just live it.
I'd
than
rather
live.
just
But yeah,
connect
we
with
keep
people.
moving forward. You know, and it's never easy, but I think that's what separates people. You know, is how you separate yourself from the middle. You know, just by keeping believing in yourself and moving forward.
And how are you keeping up as an individual? Like, what are your
I have great
routines?
friends and
Yeah.
family, yeah, and it's a nice community that living here. So I feel pretty fortunate.
Yeah,
You know,
I've like
I've re-met you again, right? It's
Yeah.
been a long time.
Since you
We
met
worked at
me,
West
you
Caicos,
let
yeah.
You came back alive since that.
That's
you know,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bring the.
that's right. Now I'm on the smart beat.
Yeah, exactly. No, but yeah, you're right. Family, friends. Like I'm here in these islands right now because I have friends who support and respect
Yeah.
me. So yeah, that's what it's all about. Thank you, everybody, for tuning
Yeah,
in.
thanks for having me. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I know you
good
have
luck
an
on your
appointment.
Bitcoin.
I know. Let's see. Bitcoin's trading right now
Or
at
you keep saying
106.
Bitcoin, but your Bitcoin is
The radio token is the Bitcoin. Now the real Bitcoin, 116,965. Last week it was up 123.
Sounds good.
So glad.
All right, well, I'm gonna run off.
Yeah. What station are you listening to? What station?
88.5, the beat, the smart beat with Charlene.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Thanks.
We need to skip out. Now,
Okay.
there's so many other things to cover, folks. We have so much going on in the tech world. Like I said, Apple is bringing back manufacturing.
Did you look at CoreWeave?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Did you try CoreWeave? I bought CoreWeave when it opened.
Oh, at the IPO. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Matt's giving me inside trader information live on the air.